You did it. You're a much stronger Reaper than I. I could have never taken down those giant souls alone. It is time, at long last. Let us force this door open, fledgling, and finish our assignments. And now, to the other side. This is it. This is the place beyond, where no life is to be seen. Hello? Death. Are you Death? I thought the tales of the original Reaper were just the mad ramblings of the Free Crows. Yeah, well, I guess that's me. So, if you didn't know I was real, that means you're not here to rescue me, huh? No, I'm sorry. We're here for another purpose. In fact, you might be able to help us. Wow, rude. But alright, I mean, what's a few more minutes after several centuries? So, why are you here? Actually, how did you even get here? We seek souls that have passed through death's, your door. We are service-bound Reapers. We require those souls to finish our task and restore our stature with the Commission. Otherwise we will die. Oh, awkward. If you're looking for a soul here, then you're out of luck. Any non-corporeal souls that pass through the door are absorbed into the aether. Soul energy has to be recycled to create new life. That's why my job was so important, not that the living didn't hate me for it. I used to go around reaping souls myself, then pick them up and take them beyond the veil. But it was so depressing. Not for the souls, they don't care, but for the living ones they left behind. I wish I could let them know dying isn't scary, it's just a cycle of life. Thing is, over the vastness of time, I got very tired of that cycle. But then one day, a strange being came to me with a proposition. This being could create portals, doors, to any place or world. They offered to outsource the collection of souls to an automated system using one of their doors. While it was open, it would draw in the souls of the dead. A lighthouse on the shores of the aether, if you will. In return for this, they ask for their lives to be extended. Well, actually they ask for immortality, but that's impossible. If souls stick around too long past their expiry date, then with nothing left to tie them to mortality, they decay into demonic forms. All life must end. Well, eventually. So while I kicked back, several generations of these self-proclaimed Lord of Doors came and went, enjoying their unnaturally long life, each one agreeing in the end to submit to the limitations of life and go willingly into the aether. Until one didn't. Which brings us to your current Lord of Doors. Towards the end of what should have been their lifespan, your Lord betrayed our long-standing agreement. They said there had been some kind of incident, that the door had malfunctioned and needed to be remade anew. For the door to be reconstructed, it would require the touch of death to link the door to the aether. But after this new door was created and opened, the Lord kicked me inside and sealed it shut. No way for me to escape. No way for stray souls to pass on to the aether. No death among the living. I've been here, alone, ever since. But my assigned soul, it must be here, it has to be here. I tracked it to this door. It must have entered here somehow. Are you sure you haven't seen it? Sorry, guy. If a soul comes in here without a body, it disappears into the aether. Sooner or later, everything that begins has to end. So, there's no hope? It must still be here somewhere. No. I wasted so many years searching for that soul, decades, centuries. I refuse to die. Uh-oh. I sense you're a little bit past your best before date. The Grey Crow. I can't tell you how long it's been since I felt a fresh breeze on my face, or saw, well, anything. You never appreciate something until it's gone, do you? I saw a lot of that in my job, but until your Lord of Doors locked me up, I never thought it applied to me. I'm sorry about your big feathered friend back there. It's always hard for the living to let go of the dead. Even more of a rough one having to reap him yourself. I can sort of understand that feeling. Even if it wasn't your intention, you've done me a huge favor here, Crow. But this isn't over quite yet. Because while the door has been destroyed, my power is unfortunately still trapped in its remains. Forging the door required a piece of my own soul, and I need it back before I can do my job again. That means if we want to end this cycle, someone else has to take down the Lord of Doors. Have you guessed who yet? I won't be making any more deals again, that's for sure. Head back to your office and reap your boss's soul, Crow. And remember, death is on your side. My fellow crows, we have arrived at a moment foretold long ago. Today, Death's door has been opened and Death themselves has been freed once more into the world. Fear not, for this is not the end of days, but the beginning of a bright new future. The forces of life and death have been unnaturally thrown into chaos for 1,000 years, and we crows played a hand in that. We must right our wrongs. We must accept our fates. We must reject those who lead us into a future with no hope. It is time for the Lord of Doors' reign to end, and for us to return to a natural life cycle. Even as our own world teeters on the edge of oblivion, souls like these forest spirits still manage to emerge through the cracks. Soon a new age will begin, and the world will teem with new life. For that to happen, the final hours of this foretold day must play out as ordained. The crow that freed death will have to end the Lord of Doors' reign. I feel like my whole world is crumbling beneath my feet, but somehow I also feel hopeful for the first time actually I think this is the first time I've felt hope. Maybe I won't have to work so hard anymore. All this death and rebirth is a daunting prospect, but I think everyone here is sick of what this world has become. A new world, a new start. I wonder if there will be new TV shows too. So I guess we're all going to be out of our jobs soon. Finally. I can be free of the rat race. I never wanted to be a reaper, you know? It was just a matter of necessity. I wonder what I could do next. I guess endless possibilities lie ahead. Of course, it all depends on you finishing your job without getting killed in the process. But I reckon you'll get it done, kid. I know it seems the world is ending, but I really hope I can find a new job after all this. I honestly just love typing. The feel of the keys on my feathers. The clicking and the clacking as I push them down. Look at me getting carried away. Go on, you'd best finish clearing this mess up. I have a resume to write. I have no doubt that you will complete your task, old friend. Have faith in yourself. I've been watching you, young crow. I never really thought it would come to this, yet here we are. Each of my kind are created by the Lord preceding them and trained to take over their duties before they pass on. On the day we are created, we are told the day on which we will die. My predecessor, my creator, was a cold-hearted tyrant. Obsessed with rules and order, how things had to be. The old fool never even gave me a name. Can you believe that? How would your life play out if you knew the exact day you were going to die? If every moment of your existence revolved around its ending? I had to do everything in my power to save myself. I know my actions are not entirely moral, perhaps not even justifiable. But I cannot just let myself die. I refuse to go without a fight. So, young crow, are you ready to fight for your life, as I am for mine? Why are we here, Crow? Why do I exist? To follow in the footsteps of the lords before me? To repeat the same things over and over? To what end? What is the point? If we all have to die eventually, I suppose I will never know. Because I will never die. The Last Lord. Please, forgive me. Today we mourn the passing of a being who shaped the very fabric of our world. The end of a lineage, the last Lord of Doors. To some, they were a mysterious leader. To others, a dark cloud looming over the world. Driven by a desire to be greater than their creator, they will be remembered for their part in the advancement of door technology. Their ability to maintain order in a dying world. And their unwavering determination to evade death, no matter the cost. Their pursuits may have been unwise, but the will to live is deeply ingrained. Who is to say what any of us would have done given the same choices as this Lord? Bow your head in remembrance. Pay your last respects. Their time in this world is over. Well done, friend. I never doubted you for a second. It will take some time for the world to heal, and the order of nature to be restored. We crows will aid the process in any way we can. In this time of change, it is more important than ever for us to seek guidance from the gate of knowledge. That's a heck of an impressive feat, that, taking out the boss. I hope our lives don't end up worse as a result of all this chaos. Thanks to you, the world can begin the process of healing and being rebuilt. I'm excited to see what comes next. All this time spent in a meaningless job serving a leader who almost certainly never cared about any of us. It's a difficult thing to process. But I am hopeful for the future of the workers I managed, and for the future of the world, although slightly anxious about what comes next. While we no longer have access to the Soul Vault, I can still use excess soul energy to enhance your combat abilities. Well done, Foretold Crow. We knew you could do it. You'll always have a home here, friend. I dragged my favorite typewriter with me when we abandoned the Hall of Doors. I couldn't imagine my life without it. It sure is heavy, though. We ran away from the Hall of Doors before the boss showed up. It's weird, these crows always know what's coming next. Kinda gets my god sense tingling. They say their info comes from their shrine to a higher power. Makes you wonder. You found a rusty bell tower key. The Lord of Doors must have dropped it. A strange novelty, a rusty old key made of metal. This kind of technology was used many centuries ago before soul-based key and lock systems became the norm. This must fit an equally old and rusty metal lock. You found an ink-covered teddy bear. This would be very cute if it wasn't so disgusting. This plush bear was probably quite cute when it was first made, but in its current state it's a sorry, bedraggled sight. Covered in ink stains and small circular blotches, it nevertheless appears well loved. Ted? Teddy? Is that you? Oh no. You've caught me with my two-legged trousers down, so to speak. Yes, that's right. I am not as humanoid as I have led everyone to believe. Please don't tell the others. Perhaps it can be our secret? Though I hope you're better at keeping secrets than I am. Tell you what, keep this between us and I can show you the biggest secret of all. Let's go. Alright, Two Legs. Let us head east to the domain of the late Frog King. Oh, I can't go in there. We'll have to travel on foot. Those are feet, right? Whee! You're definitely a more sprightly biped than I'm used to. How exciting to be out on an adventure. I can feel the blood coursing through my appendages. We're almost there. Keep your eye membranes open and look for guidance from the moon. The spirit world is closely tied to the moon. The moon's light will guide us towards our destination. We're here. I will call upon the spirits to show us their secrets. Spirit of the depths, please show us your treasures. Landwalker, take with you this gift from the depths. May the tendrils of truth guide you on your journey. Well, that was a fun adventure, my bipedal companion. If you ever want to go for another evening stroll, you know where to find me. You found a mysterious locket. Some kind of soul energy swirls within it. This locket hums with a powerful energy, as if part of a living soul is trapped inside. Perhaps the owner would like it back. Hello again, Reaper. For some reason I stirred from my usual resting place tonight. I could feel something calling out to me. Oh? You found my old locket. I haven't seen that since the day I buried my only friend. The day the ground shook and the sky turned black. I feel so strange. Thank you, Reaper. My time in this world is over. You found an old photograph. What a lovely couple. I wonder if they lived happily ever after. An old sun-damaged photo of a couple at their wedding. A treasured memory of better times. It looks like someone might have used it to draw on. You found a rusty garden trowel. It looks quite fancy. It must have belonged to someone who loved taking care of plants and flowers. An old garden trowel used for digging small holes in which to plant seeds. It has clearly been well used, a light coating of rust having formed on the blade. The finer details of the handle have now been worn away through years of happy use. Its previous owner took good care of it. They must have been a keen horticulturist. An inscription engraved on the metal reads, "In the moon's light I will appear bright, if a seed is within my sight." Heavens, the Murgatroyd. You've managed to grow flowers in every single one of the pots I left out. Well done, Beakface. You've got greener thumbs than me. Are those thumbs? By the way, magnificent stuff. I can feel the spirit of nature is grateful for your kindness. We reap what we sow. Atop a great tower many centuries ago, a door existed before the one you have known. The first door was opened by a human seeking the power of gods. Their action would come at the cost of their soul. The human fused with a being known as truth. They gained the knowledge of all things across all time. They escaped and returned to the living world, but their soul was lost to the aether. The first door was shattered and broken. With its destruction, the great tower collapsed into the mountains. Truth emerged into the living world, tethered to the ruins that once housed the door. An opportunity was seized by the Lord of Doors, who retrieved the essence of the first door. They would reconstruct the door in a new location and trap death beyond it. This would result in the world stagnating for many centuries. A Reaper was assigned to the soul of the mortal who opened the first door. An impossible task, as this soul was already lost to the aether. Without this knowledge, the Reaper would be lost, searching for many centuries. Truth would whisper to the free crows, offering them knowledge and guiding them towards breaking the world free of its stagnation. It would convince them to tamper with the operations at the Commission, to assign a giant soul to the foretold crow. This would set the foretold crow onto their journey. The foretold crow would gather the 7 tablets of truth. They would enter and behold the sight of the first door, and carry the power of truth out of its prison. And this wraps up my Let's Play of Death's Door. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.